Hi guys, and welcome to Dreaming in Fibre. I am Sarah, your host from sarahstexturecrafts.com. You can find everything you need in terms of show notes and links and things on the homepage for the podcast, which is dreaminginfibre.blogspot.co.uk. So how are you? It's early February here and I'm off to Craft4crafters. The show will last Thursday, Friday and Saturday, so it's the first show of the year and a 3-dayer, so looking forward to it, but kind of nervous as well. I'm here with Darren, my co-pilot. Hello. And it's raining outside, so you'll probably hear the patter of rain, but we thought we would decide to perform a small part of the podcast at the beginning here before we get to the venue, just so I can fill you in on a few things. And we've gone particularly high-tech today. The camera is being held up by a block of lactose-free cheese and leaning against 2 slices of cake, so that's very high-tech. I wanted to catch you up on a couple of bits that are happening over on the website at sarahstexturecrafts.com, where you can find all of my hand-dyed tops, yarn, fibre and fleece for your crafting. First of all, I wanted to say thank you very much to everybody who bought the Colour Club so far. I am really pleased to say that I have pretty much sold out of the first quarter, which is absolutely amazing. When I spoke to you last time, I gave you an idea that I think it was I had enough to serve about 70 people, which was for me by far the biggest club that I've done so far. So yeah, to have nearly sold out of that is absolutely fantastic. It means that I know I need to put a little bit more together in terms of stock for the next quarter, but don't worry about that. I have all of my ideas in place. I just have to kick into production when I get back from this show. That won't go live until the second quarter, so very early April. I've also gone ahead of myself and made sure that I've picked out my colour schemes for the 3rd and 4th quarter too, so as soon as they come up they'll go live on the website on the relevant dates. If you click the colour tab just underneath the logo over on the website, you can find out more information about the Colour Club and how it works and what I've got for you. I also wanted to thank everybody who's bought my mini skeins. Yes, mini skeins were new this month on the website. It was a phenomenal response, so thank you ever so much for that. I'm practically sold out of my very first rather large batch, so I need to prioritise that in my dye schedule next week when I get back, which I can totally do, that's not a problem. So there will be more on the way. I have, for anyone who hasn't had a chance to have a look at the mini skeins so far, I've got 2 bases available for you in 20-gram skeins. The first base is my standard sock, so that's merino and nylon base, which is really great to work with, and the second is my sparkle sock base, which just has a little bit of stellina in there for you, just to give you a bit of added sparkle. Plenty of colour options were available. I know now that I need to go a bit further and dye up a bigger batch for the next hit. I'm also going to use mini skeins as a bit of an excuse to dye up some new colourways as well. So if you've got any particular colours in mind, things that are missing from your scrap blankets and so on, or things that you want for maybe swaps that have certain themes, then let me know and I'll do my best to accommodate on those. I'm trying to do sort of batches of 5 to sort of 7 per colourway as I release them, but I can always try and re-dye colourways. And if you know, a one-of-a-kind colourway proves popular, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to jot down the details of it, and then I may release it as a colourway available on adult skeins, and that's the 100-gram skeins, on the website under pre-orders. So that's mini skeins. The next thing I wanted to remind you about, if you haven't seen it on the website already, is my new collaboration kit. I will show you once we're set up at the show what the kit looks like, but I have that available over on the site. I've taken 5 off for the show, and I may, if they sell out, I'll take more to the show as the days go on, but that's an exclusive kit. There are only 10 kits in total, so if you fancy it, when I show you later on, I'll talk through the details a bit more on that, but pop on over, because it's and when I say exclusive, I mean it's not going to be repeated again. I may do something else with the shawl pins, and we'll talk about that more when I show you that kit, but that's a collaboration between myself and Wendy Fowler, the fantastic potter of wendyfowlerpottery.etsy.com. Again, that link will be in the show notes for you. So that's it for new stock on the website. The other thing I wanted to mention was shows, because people have been asking me since the last podcast. I released a blog post where I said that essentially this year is going to be the year where I'm going to be kinder to myself, and by that I mean there are probably going to be a few less shows on the horizon. So people were a little bit freaked out as to where they're going to see me next. I have had some of the dates confirmed, so I'll just run through those with you from what I can remember off the top of my head. So March the 21st I will be at Small Spinning Group, giving a demo and talk on getting texture into your spinning, and going through a couple of basic art yarn techniques. So I'm pretty sure that's a private closed event, but you can find the details of that event on my events page at sarahstexturecrafts.com and contact the spinning group. It may be that they have room for a visitor or two, not sure on that, so presume it's a private event. But I do workshops and talks, so if you have a group that's sort of reasonably local to Crediton or within an easy travelling distance, then contact me and I'll see if I can accommodate you, and bring along a small selection of my goodies as well for you to have a look at. The next show is Wonderwall. I'll be back at Wonderwall, the same stand, number U5. I'll be at the back of Hall 2, so make sure that you come and find me. There's lots to see up there. There are a few big names at my end as well, so always worth making sure you come right through to the end of that second hall to see us all, before you spend too many pennies. But I shall be there. I've got a massive stall again, and I will do my best to fill it with lovelies. I'm also going to do my best to have a fair selection of the mini skeins, and that will be technically their first outing to a show. So better get cracking with the dye work for that, or at least the scheduling for the dye work for that. After that one, I have I'm going to have a stall at the Embroiderers Guild. I think it's the 9th of April. That's a members only thing, so that's the Embroiderers Guild Southwest branch, their AGM. So that'll be good fun, because obviously it's a slightly different craft area to what I'm used to, so it will be nice to see them and experience what they do. Then Fibre East, I'm confirmed. As far as I know, I'm back in the sports hall in my usual spot, so looking forward again to that. That's the end of July. In between there might be a couple of other guild fleece days and things, but I'll talk about more on those as they come up. Bristol Wool Fair is not happening this year, I'm afraid, guys. There was I think it was something to do with the venue, and they had double booked themselves and gone with somebody who wanted to pay a little bit extra. Rather rude and unprofessional in my mind, and I'm sure in many others, but it means that it's now too late for the guys who so you know, worked tirelessly on organising that show to find a new venue. So bit of a shame, that one, because really enjoyed that, and that would have been the beginning of September. So that we're going to miss this year. Proper Woolly will also miss this year because they're biannual event. The next show after that, I think, is probably that I have confirmed anyway, is Craft4crafters, which is the Bath and West Showground, Shepton Mallet. That's end of October. So yeah, that's it for the shows. So I'm going to toodle now. It's time to get to the venue and set up for Craft4crafters, so I'll be back in a moment to show you more. Morning, we are in the van, first day Craft4crafters, so as soon as I get there I'm hoping to have enough time to show you around the stall. Setup day yesterday went really well. Took a bit longer than I thought, but I think that's probably because I kind of changed my mind just as we were arriving as to how I wanted things displayed, which is yeah, the cause of that. So I'm sure there was much cursing of my name at some point by Darren. But yeah, we got there, we got done. Most of the stock is on the stand actually, so I'm hoping obviously to sell out of everything. That would be blooming wonderful, wouldn't it? But I'm also hoping that there'll be enough for all days. And interestingly enough, I've actually made more stock for this show than I did for last year's show. And last year we just seemed to have lots and lots left in the van, so I'm not entirely sure how we've managed it. But same size stall, but it's all on there more or less. A couple of things underneath, and because that's the thing, we haven't even really got very many boxes underneath, which is quite strange for us. Normally we're packed with boxes and still stuff in the van. So anyway, as soon as we get there I will show you a little bit of video and talk you through the stock, and hopefully have a good day. Okay, so here I am. I'll take you through what we've got on the stand today. I'm going to start at one end. We've got all my hand-dyed Blueface Leicester tops in 50 grams. We've got blends and hand-dyed tops on this side, with some samples as well, just to show you what patterns are available. We've also got bats and things on this side. Not sure I've got any new colourways to show you. Oh, I have. I've got greeny one down there, blend, and I've also got a more dusky pink, because my original pink blend was quite bright, so I decided to do something a little bit more dusky because I was asked for that. And I'm wearing my Simple Mix pattern in my Harlequin colourway on the sparkle sock base, which I have kits of, which I'll show you in a minute. These are the yarns, so I've got just a few in Aran. I need to get on and dye some more, they seem to go really quickly. I've got the Rustic Rambler hat, which is available on Ravelry, and this is the collaboration kit, so this is the Passage scarf kit. So you can see here on the kit you get the pattern. That's what it looks like there, so it wraps around nicely. You can wear it under your coat as a dickie or over the top to give you a splash of colour. These are the shawl pins by the fabulous Wendy of Wendy Fowler Pottery on Etsy. That's her website address there. And in there you also get 200 grams of my Aran weight yarn. So this kit retails for £26, and the value of the stock in there is about £37.50, as I said yesterday. So that's the new kit. Select amount of those on the website, sarahstexcraft.com, and I've got some with me here today. If I go below that, I've got some experimental kits for felters, a selection pack of hand-dyed tops and bats, one solitary Rolag bag. I need to get on and make some more. Over this side I've got some of my weaving thread packs, so lots of different textures. Sail bin, we like a sail bin. And then on that side we've got some of my natural tops, 50 gram balls. Then if I go up on this side we've got some Rustic Rambler hat kits. They start at £15, and you've got a choice of colours in there, so that's Labradorite, and this one is Rustigate. There's probably a few more colourways in there. I think I've got After the Storm in there, and this is Wild Garden or Wild Flowers, I think this is actually. I've got a selection of the Colour Club Q1 special blend that I did with the project bag, the spindle spinning project bag. Above that we've got DK weight yarn. So lots of different bases. There are some new colourways. These are one-of-a-kind colourways that I've added in. That's a new one on the website that you can pre-order. That's River Ride. Some more limited edition colourways. I'm not going to be selling this barber pole base anymore, so I decided to dye up the rest in some interesting colourways for the show. That's Harlequin that I'm wearing in DK on the sparkle base. Odd Socks. Got new colourway. This is Killerton Garden. So I've knit up a sample of each, which I may show you on another podcast, but this one is to remember I do all of my socks to show you how the different colours knit up. It's this colour is that, if I grab the skein, let me do that. That greeny colourway is that second sock, so that's how it knits up. Much more blended, and so I call it my blended dye technique. So this is a 4-ply section. Down here we've got some spindle kits. Feeling around there. Looking at the screen and trying to feel around for stuff, not good, should look up. Okay, so spindle kits. So I haven't done them with hand dyed tops before, but they are now available. They are £15 for the kit. You get the spindle, full instructions, which I've elaborated on. So I think there's like 3 pages of instructions in there, double-sided, and then you've got your a choice of colour in there. I also still do the plain one, which is at the cheaper price of £11.50. And then I've got the key shawlette kit as well. So again, they start at £15 and go up depending on the base option you choose. And that's Anemone on that one. And I've done some that are limited edition as well, so that was a limited edition colourway. On this side we've got some more 4-ply. There's some limited edition colourways, and that's a limited edition colourway as well. And then we've got just a couple of the sock kits with the project bag from Colour Club Q1. Over this side we've got some more samples, so that's the Exmouth shawl. Haven't done that in kit form, but I can be persuaded if you're interested. Pick and mix, so my fleecy options, we've got silky bits, we've got natural wool, got some sparkly Angelina for blending, some hand dyed knops, the very last few packets of needle felting needles, which I'm just doing for £1, so I'm hoping to get rid of those today, and my merino tops. So that's it for stock. I'll just take you around. I've also got my Glastonbury shawl up there today, so I'm selling the pattern for that one. I am very tempted to do a kit, so let me know if you'd be interested. I've got the key shawlette up there as well, and then on this side of the store I've got the Ilfracombe shawlette, which again I might be persuaded to do a kit if you're interested, so let me know. So that's it, that's Sarah's Touch of Crafts. You can find all of this at sarahstouchofcrafts.com and a lot more. So fingers crossed for a successful first day. I'll tell you all about it later. Hi guys, it's day 2 of Craft4crafters. I'm in the van and just set to go in and restock the stall. We didn't do too much of that last night. Instead we went home to cut lots of extra fibre and stuff, because yesterday was the best Craft4crafters day I've ever done. So thank you ever so much to everybody who came, to new customers, but to more importantly those existing customers who keep coming back. As I always say, without your support I couldn't do what I do, so thank you. I did get a little bit teary-eyed yesterday at one point because it was just so busy. I don't think I got off the stall until, well, gone 3 o'clock, because it was just go, go, go. So yeah, really pleased. Looking forward to today. I'm not sure what today will bring, but hopefully more of the same. Had a few of you asking about mini skeins and things. I do plan to have hopefully a grid wall of mini skeins for Wonderwall and to maintain that going forward to other shows, but we'll see what happens, because it is a lot of work to do, but I will do my best to have something on offer for you there. I'm also planning, a lot of you asked about the Glastonbury shawl in kit form, so I'm planning to do that, and to come up with some more shawl designs as well. So yeah, got to crack the whip when I get back. Be dyeing quite a lot I think next week. There probably will still be some left for the website. I know I said earlier that I'll be restocking the in-stock yarn and fibre sections of the site. That will happen. I'm not sure to what degree, but I'm sure there'll be something left to put up for you, and I will be dyeing for a new update at the beginning of March, so look out for all of those things. But I'm going to leave it here this morning, and if I get a chance I will take you on a quick run round, but as I say, we've got to restock this morning, so we'll see how quickly I can get all of that done before we open. Okay, so I'll see you in a bit. Morning, how are you? As you can hear, it is raining. Quite tired this morning, but it's the last day of Craft4crafters, so not long now, and then we can pack up and get home and go straight to bed probably. Yesterday went really well, so thanks very much again to everybody who came out yesterday. It was nice to meet you all and to see those familiar faces again. I don't know what today will bring because it's raining, and it's supposed to be raining for the majority of the day, so I don't know whether that's going to put people off, because apparently there's quite a lot of rain coming. We'll see. Could be worse, it could be deep snow. But yeah, it's been okay. I think top quote of yesterday was there were 2 ladies walking past, and bear in mind it was a little bit later in the day, and they're obviously a bit tired, and they were carrying bags of what looked like sort of card paper stock. And one of the ladies said, "Oh, look at that, that's pretty," looking at my yarn and stuff on the back wall. And the other lady looked up and she saw the sign Sarah's Texture Crafts, and she said, "Oh yeah, texture crafts, so I don't do them." And you kind of thought, what does texture crafts actually mean? You know, it doesn't actually describe a product. It was just, I don't know, it was just one of those moments that cracked me up. And she was clearly just tired. It'd been a long day for her, bless her. But what she probably meant is I don't do multimedia or anything like that, but there we go. Anyway, my camera's blinking at me, so I may switch cameras a bit later on and show you around. I'm aware it's also getting pretty steamy in here with the because we've got the windows closed and that. So I will I'll catch you later, and we'll do a bit of an update on how things went. Okay, see you later. Hi guys, and welcome back to HQ. It's Monday, so it's a couple of days after Craft4crafters has finished, and I'm back at work, and I thought I ought to prepare the rest of this podcast and get it out to you, because I know my newsletter goes out tomorrow. I think I had a long nap yesterday afternoon, and yeah, I really needed it. It was just such an amazing show. There were so many people there, much higher footfall I feel than last year. I don't know whether that was to do with my new location, or more to do with maybe the show organisers have purchased some of Trident Exhibition's old shows, because Trident Exhibitions went out of business. So it could be an extended mailing list helped that, I don't know, but it was phenomenal. So thank you ever so much to everyone who came, but of course that means it's kind of been a shorter podcast and I've not shown you around, because basically I think I got about 5 minutes to look round, and at that point it was towards the end of Saturday, and all of the stalls were just they weren't looking their best. They weren't looking their first day best, if you like. So I felt it probably wasn't the best way to give you an example of you know, what was happening there, a sort of true reflection of all of those artists' hard work, really. So you know, maybe next time I'll get a chance. But, you know, having said that, that also means that I was busy enough to have had a good show. So really, really pleased. Thank you so much to everybody who came to say hello and who came to buy something. It was really fantastic to see you, and thank you as well to all of the tutors and exhibitors who were doing little workshops and chose to promote some of my products within their workshops as well. That was fantastic, unexpected, but absolutely fantastic. So, you know, if I know you're going to be at another show that I'm doing, because I know Craft4crafters has got some extra dates over at Shupton Mallet at the Bath and West Showground, one of which I plan to do, which is the October one, then, you know, let me know ahead of time, and if I can bring something or make sure I have enough stock of something to help you through not only your class, but also, you know, sort of get a few sales, I suppose, then, you know, give me a shout and I will see what I can do. I'm back. I'm still suitably knackered, obviously, but you know, give me a few days and I'll be back up and raring to go. This week I know I've got a lot to do, so I'm not going to hold you for too much longer, because I want you to, you know, have enjoyed this podcast, but pop over to the website for the mini skeins and that exclusive kit that I told you about earlier. Did want to also mention that I'm having a craft along over on Ravelry, so if you are up for it, then join me over there. It's the Sarah's Texture Crafts Ravelry group. You can find the link to the group on the website homepage down the bottom where all my social icons are. The craft along for the next, well, until the 31st of March I think it is, will be it's about trying something new, experimenting and so on. So you know, if you've got something that you're finding challenging that you've already cast on, then feel free to join. It's not too late to join in. There are no prizes, no harsh rules. It's really just about joining in, having a bit of fun, and maybe inspiring each other to do or try a couple of new things. For me, my challenge is to get out of my comfort zone with colour, because whilst I dye every colour under the sun, I don't typically wear every colour under the sun. So I want to try and be a bit more colourful this year, and I think that this challenge will help me to at least start on down that road. And if you have a look at the thread, you'll also see that they've been challenging me to dye my hair again, because I used to, when I was a bit younger, have my hair literally every colour under the sun, and you know, every, you know, few weeks or so it was a different colour. Well, now that I'm getting these nice white bits come through, it might save some bleaching, and who knows, I don't know, they're challenging me to go a bit mad with colour in the hair as well, so we shall see, we shall see. But also the second part of my challenge is not only to use colours out of my comfort zone, but to try patterns that are a bit more complex. I've noticed over the last year particularly that where I've been busy, I've got particularly bogged down by, well, not bogged down, but I've chosen easy sort of vanilla TV knitting kind of projects, and this year I want to step out of that comfort zone and try something a bit more complicated to make me kind of think. So I'm knitting on a Stephen West shawl. I'm knitting the colour Craving, and you can see my colour choices and my journey so far over on that thread. So join us over on the Sarah's Texture Crafts Ravelry group. Okay, I think that's it for today. I'm not going to take up any more of your time. I will be back at some point soon where I'll be talking about lots more knitting and spinning and crafting things, because I've been doing a lot since I've seen you, so I'd love to catch you up on some of that. And in the meantime, come on over to the Ravelry group and chat about crafts, or if you have any questions at all about what I do at sarahstexturecrafts.com, come and see me. This is a special hello from Patch, who's nice and clean now. She's come She's jumping on the bed behind you. She's come back from the kennels today, so she is super pleased with herself that she is all fluffy and clean. So I'll see if I can insert a picture in a moment for you. But until next time, I hope you enjoyed Dreaming in Fibre, and I'll catch you soon. Cheers.